for some football. Welcome to Northwest Stadium in Landover. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
They go play action on first down. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Here's Mariota now. Steps up and he's running with it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Commanders first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Has it downfield, working the left. Give him 24 on that play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
We've set it down from 37. Samuel comes in motion left. Now Mariota. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down.
Second down and 10.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Mariota to throw. Completed over the middle. We won't be able to add anything else onto the end of this catch, so it's going to be a completion to the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Working now from the gun. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I can do yours.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Mariota. Makes the catch. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Krosky Merritt is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Cowboys nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
First play throwing for Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Cowboys first down.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun is Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Straight ahead with Williams. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Prescott here from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Williams has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
3rd and goal, Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the...
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love, across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. 1st and 10 from the 32. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Mariota. Pass complete to Lane. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, third down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He dodged the tackle, and he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Fullback try to power it across, and he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st.
Commanders 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. First play is a design run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Mariota. Now here he goes again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Samuel comes in motion left. From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Man in motion, out of the slot. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Cowboys going with a dime package now. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. This is hauled in by Samuel. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
18 more yards. That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. That's been going with a catch out left. And he's tackled for no gain.
Number 17, Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Throwing is Mariota. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota now. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a 1-point game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
on is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play made by Deron Payne.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
We played one here on Christmas Day. We're all knotted up at 14. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have it 3rd and 3. Set up the screen here to Lamb. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Starts his return from the 23. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, play action. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
It's his running back. It's inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Krosky Merritt. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 21, Cowboys 14.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he'll work this one up to the 28. It was Mike Saylor still on that stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. Right side, Ferguson's got it. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. On the counter, Krosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw. Throw left side, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Brought down before the return gets far. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Give to Williams from the gun. Get some space around midfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A pickup of 17. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Another run for Williams. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. 1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
There had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop it. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Finds his back complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
19-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now off the play action. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Mariota hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 28, Cowboys 21.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tolbert now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And a Cowboy first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Davis gets it from the gun. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First down, here's Dak. Completed to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pitch play, Davis. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Dak to the air here. That's Lamb running the slant. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pickup of 5 on that play, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Davis up the middle, and he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
8-yard line.
Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Dak now from the gun. Makes the catch. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys earn the chance to tie before halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie us up, 28-all.
28-all.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Mariota. Finds the in route complete. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Mariota. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
I think in a situation like that, 3rd and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical 4th down.
So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. He's got it at the 24. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now. They need 7. Prescott set to pass. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing on first is Prescott. Catch made underneath by the back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Dak throwing again. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Another throw for Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
For the Cowboys field goal, a 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. The final throw before the break. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Here's Dak. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running out of the gun with Davis. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun is Prescott. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
For a Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, here's Davis. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender, and it's Bobby Wagner.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd down run by Davis. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Going right back to Davis. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Top managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 28.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. They go play action on 1st down. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing from the gun here. He keeps it and takes off. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Washington first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Right side, cut by Sinnott. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Look at this option play now on second down. He cuts it right sideline. There's room to run. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20.
It's a gain of 29.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Oh, he's keeping it again. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
11 more yards.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Mariota. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains, their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 35.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Prescott here from the gun. The right side is caught by Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Dak to throw. That finds Davis complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dak now from the gun. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. On the quick slant, it's Davis. Down to the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 35.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Back to throw, Mariota. And they get to him again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this third down. Here he goes, third and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And make this defense 3 for 3, partner. Consecutive sacks. That is how you kill a drive. It's fourth down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Prescott now on third down. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. The Commanders set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing off the play fake. Stepping up, and he's going to run. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So not with his arm, but with his legs that he enters the record book, partner. That's the most rushing yards in a game for a quarterback.
I know, Kate, you and I share this thought. On any given game day, we get a chance to see something never done before. History made. And this QB and his legs in particular got it done today.
And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw, Mariota. Completed over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
He's running with it. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Now Mariota. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 47-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. In the hands of Flanoy, complete. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. Lamb brings it in yet again. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. So just a lone quarter remains in our Christmas Day game. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He gets loose down the right side. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Low left side, caught by Davis. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Handoff here to Davis. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Dak to the air here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Counter give here to Davis. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
With no springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Trying the right side. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
I really do like that call. Knowing you still got another down to work with coming up, good change of pace. And that defense now, got to be honest, you don't know who's going to touch it where.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only 1 off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Commanders, 38.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Mariota. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
They go play action on 1st down. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Moody for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Let's start with a give to Davis. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll go again with Davis. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Prescott now off the play fake. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 24-yard
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Prescott on 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dak now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
Complete to number 9. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Prescott here from the gun. This one's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working from the pistol, Prescott wings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Davis. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Commanders 45.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Samuel now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they just saw that lead stretched out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Prosky Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within one score in the fourth. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 52.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Tolbert now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Here's Davis. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Cowboy first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, Prescott. Got a man. It's Glennon. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first down from the 41. Dak off the play fake. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Commanders 52.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Samuel now to return it. Escapes the defender. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Throwing is Mariota. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Got his target. That's Lane. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. First down now, ball at the 33. First down, here's Dak. He finds Pickens left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Davis up the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. On the handoff, here's Davis. It's inside the 10. And he is into the end It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
73. Commanders 52.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin are ready for another look on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to throw, Mariota. Another catch for McLaurin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Mariota now. Throwing the out route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Mariota has him on the quick hitter, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Mariota. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense. And number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
To the air on 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Drawing up the design keeper. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. Their point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.